For my final FMP, I want to create a sports documentary about a 35-year-old who recently started the sport and is competing to be part of the Olympic trampolining team. The documentary will be based on a character called Russell, who is currently training to be part of the 2015 Olympic trampolining team. The duration of the film will be approximately 10 to 15 minutes. The unique selling point of this project will be his age, and that he has only recently started training seriously, again after a serious knee injury, which is why he gave up the sport when he was younger. The film will explore whether he will be able to compete at the level required to be part of an Olympic team. The main issue that I wanted to explore in the film is why Russell has decided at the age of 35 to set the goal of becoming part of the Olympic team in 2015, and how he personally rates his chances of achieving this goal. Due to him suffering a serious knee injury from the sport, which led to him giving up the sport, I wanted to examine why he has now decided to compete and his motivation behind it. The approach that I intend to take is having one-to-one interview with him, asking him personal questions to find out more about his past and why he wants to join the Olympic team. As well as the interview, I will film him at his training sessions, as this will be the visuals to go with the interview. The question that the project will answer is that you are never too old to compete in any sport and that age should be no obstacle. I honestly feel that the project fits in the media environment, as it's a subject that is not really talked about, but I feel it will give audiences something new that they have not really seen before. There are similar projects out there, but I feel the concept of the project will gain audiences, as it's all about not giving up on your dreams no matter your age or problems that you've had to overcome in your life. These types of stories tend to have large audiences as people feel connected to them. For example, shows like The X Factor, in which people's dreams come true, and it's the same idea in this film. It teaches people never to give up on what they hold dearest to them. The distribution of the film is an area that still needs to be worked on, as I've not really finalised exactly where it's going to be played. I have spoke to Russell's coach to see if she would like to have a copy of the film to show her classes, as she teaches all age groups, and I thought it would be a good film to show to all the other competitors. I've also been in contact with the gym at which I film my sporting arts at to see if they would be willing to show the film on their TVs in the gym. I'm still waiting for a response, but once I have the go-ahead for the project, I will go see the gym again if I have no response by then. I am also hoping to show the film at the Northampton gym, which is another location at which Russell trains. I've already arranged to go in late January with Russell to do some more filming, so I will speak with the necessary people then. I spoke to Russell and he thinks it shouldn't be a problem and is confident that I will be able to show the film at both locations. I will also be putting the film online on Vimeo, YouTube, as well as other social networking sites. The budget of the film will be really cheap to make, as cost will be minimal, as I'll be travelling with either Russell to the training sessions or driving myself, so petrol will be my only real cost. As I'm planning to film during some of the competitions he will be attending, I will travel with him to these sessions. The only additional expense that I will have is fuel money for me getting to Russell's house from mine, and then he will take me to the sessions from there. So I have estimates of around £50 to £100 in total for fuel. As I use about a gallon of fuel there and back, which is approximately £6 each time. For this project, I plan on making the documentary on my own, as I feel I have the necessary skills to complete the project. I will be using my camera work skills, which I feel is my strongest attribute. My only concern is is my editing, as I'm not brilliant, so I've asked a friend of mine who is studying digital media production if he could help me if it's necessary. For sound, I've been asking around and have few people in place, but at this stage I have not got definite candidates. In relation to permission and ethics, I've been given permission by Russell's coach to film during practice sessions, which I've already done, and she said I'm more than welcome in the future to film as much as I need to. The plan for the project is to begin filming as soon as the project has the go-ahead. I plan on attending as many training sessions as possible. He has 2 training sessions a week, so I'm planning to attend about 10 sessions in total, which should be enough time to gather the footage. So filming should take around about 5 weeks in total, including the sit-down interview, as I have agreed with Russell to do this in between sessions. My plan is to use the footage from each session and to begin editing from the first time. That way I'll be able to keep a record of what I need to do at the next session. Also, this will give me as much footage as possible, which will be useful during the final edit. Once all the filming is complete, I've estimated that the final edit will be a maximum of 2 weeks to complete. I have allowed additional time for this as I am not a great editor, but with the help of my friend I feel I'll be able to meet the deadlines. To see if the project would be visually suitable, I attended a training session in rugby to see if it would be possible to film. From the footage and photos I gathered, I feel it is possible and I think it will be visually good. The only concern I had was it was hard to follow him with a camera at times, as you can see. However, I thought of using a camera crane which will be perfect for the fast movement. Overall, I thought the session was helpful. I also plan on filming in the gym, which I didn't get a chance during the session I attended, which was disappointing. In conclusion, I feel really excited and enthusiastic about making this documentary, as I feel it's something innovative and there is nothing really similar out there at the moment. For me, the character really makes the story interesting, the fact that he gave up the sport due to a serious knee injury and has now started to back up at the age of 35 and is hoping to make the British team for the Rio 2015 Olympics. His personality will also shine through in the film, as he feels very comfortable in front of the camera. He really is a relaxed and chilled out person who is warm to others and is easy to talk to and tells people how it is. I feel this will be very beneficial to the film. When I asked him about the film, he was very excited and I feel he'll play a great part in the film.